Hey everyone, it's me, Empress Arcana, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Hi guys, happy Friday. I hope you're all doing well. So for this reading, I'm doing another request, and today's reading will be another Celebrity Healing Tarot reading session, and it will be for Taylor Swift. This will be the first time I channel her on my YouTube, so respectfully, I'm gonna see what comes through. As always, these I've been so tongue-tied, and I want to blame Uranus and Gemini right now, and Mercury and Gemini. But then again, I get excitable and words just anyway. So, as always, all my readings are meant for entertainment purposes. Okay. Today has been a day where I fumble my words. Okay. Let's try this again. They're for entertainment purposes only. And each of these readings based on what kind, like for example, this one, the Celebrity Healing Tarot readings, I channel the energy of the chosen celebrity, and I tap into their psyche and use my pretty cards to tell a story, to tell what comes through from a consciousness narrative. And that can be a number of things. There can be a lot of timeline elements that you might resonate with, you might not. And that's okay. So always take what resonates for your soul growth and your soul journey. Okay? Anyway, yay! Let's get intuitive. So, as I start these readings, I always get a wild unknown archetype card. And for Taylor Swift, I got the Warrior. And I am going to read from the book before I go deeper into the reading because I like archetypes. I love archetype work in my own practice. So I'm going to read this and then dive deeper with the tarot cards and oracle cards I have chosen for this reading. All right, let's go. And with the Warrior, it says, we often envision the warrior as an armored figure with sword in hand, moving blindly toward battle. Yet the deeper aspects of this archetype bring us face to face with death itself. The warrior stands precariously at the edge of life and death, trusting the eternal to guide the sword's blade. The warrior's work requires presence, alignment, and purpose. If and when the warrior loses its center, meaningless confrontations and violence are their default response. When this card appears, it is important to question the battle at hand. It is likely a great one, with deep roots and long-standing tensions. The actions you take will stay with you long after the dust settles. So choose wisely, brave one. As you draw your sword, realign with the eternal wisdom within, then surrender to the battle. That was beautiful, and I feel it's very on point. So, with Taylor's energy, I know the warrior can be quick to act, and when I look at her natal chart, which I know we don't have a confirmed time, we're like in between like rising signs, but I'm going to just go with what is confirmed. She is a Sagittarius sun, and she has Scorpio placements. She has a Mars in Scorpio. Mars is traditionally, like the Aries energy. Mars would answer to Aries because that's where Mars feels at home, right? And then came Pluto, and that's where Scorpio would also, the modern ruler of Scorpio would be Pluto, or vice versa, whatever. My point is, with that knowing, transformation is part of her work. How she takes action, oriented action toward accomplishing goals with her Marsh. I wanted to say Martian. That's why I got today is going to be one of those days. But Mars energy. And it is important to honor it, but also to ground yourself in the process. And when she has been hurt in the past, she goes into warrior mode. That Mars energy is activated. And I was having this confirmation, an intuitive confirmation about her Mars. Because for the longest time, I believed that she was a Scorpio rising, which again would be answering to, if she is a Scorpio rising, her chart ruler would be Mars, and that Mars is in Scorpio. So, and her Pluto's in Scorpio too. So she would be very much ruled by that energy. But she has also learned, and she has grown as an individual. And she understands that transformation comes in the surrender too. Sometimes you just got to let the world around you do its thing while you do yours, while she does hers. That is the initial message I'm getting from the warrior. It doesn't mean that everything that one does is excusable, because we all have to be accountable of our actions, whether it is ourselves or the people around us and so forth. But we cannot control the other people around us. So with that Capricorn stellium that she has also in her chart, it is a very important aspect to regulate the power of control and knowing how to stabilize and ground herself in her actions moving forward. My intuitive opinion. So with the warrior energy, and it's beautiful because here we have like rainbow, like colors, like a spectrum right above. And let me see something. Is that, well, that's like a crystal node here, and like a third eye, basically. It is a very spiritual card. So within, when you fall, and I'm sorry, I'm envisioning the phoenix and those moments where everything feels like no matter how hard you've worked, it's like this plunder downward. And when am I going to rise again? That is a survival mechanism as well. So however that participated in her life in the past, she has been able to overcome and balance out these aspects to be more of a grounded warrior and strategize better with her actions. That's my intuitive look into it. So let's get some tarot cards. All right, Taylor. She has come to me energetically many times before, and I found it very interesting. Again, I still believe that she is a Scorpio rising. Oop. Okay. Those flew out. Let's see what else wants to come through. We have Queen of Pentacles. This is earthy energy with the Nine of Wands. Okay. Very interesting. Exactly what I was describing with the warrior card, and I'll go into it now. Let's get another one or two. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles is an energy ruled by the earth. Okay, we got here the devil. I got it reversed, so I'm going to just put it there. Okay, got the devil reversed. Again, Capricorn energy. Very interesting. We got, okay, so because this is a bonus card in this deck, it's called the Cuculoris. I'm just going to go intuitive and read it that way. But because there's like someone taking a picture of this individual, this is giving innocence being recorded before you knew of your innocence. That is very abstract, but just that's what came through as a download. And then we have here the Hangman. All right, let's get intuitive here. So what I see, first of all, the Queen of Pentacles energy is an individual. It's an energy that knows how to make something beautiful, make something flow in a way that brings forth more resources towards you. With the Nine of Wands, there was a lot of wonder and wondering when what Taylor felt were, because traditionally the Nine of Wands is a card of, when you look at the Rider Waite, it is a card of resilience, because you see all the wands behind the man holding that one wand and standing against it, like with bandages over his forehead and everything, because it's like, wow, this has been a battle. I feel that because of how we started with the warrior, I feel that there's a lot of battle energy within Taylor Swift. I feel that she is an individual that has a lot that she wants to fight for. And there might have been something in her past that broke the illusion of innocence. And with the devil reversed, it's an inward journey because her perspective was not met at the same level with the people around her. So she felt that she had to be the warrior, the one that can overcome. With the hangman energy, a very spiritual energy ruled by Neptune, upside down. She was, and very interesting, because we have here the hangman upside down as in its native state, and the reversed devil. What this is showing to me is that Taylor, there was a dissonance between the material world and her spiritual world. There was a dissonance where she wanted to understand a perspective that no one else could meet her in. Oddly enough, this little, I call it like a halo around the hangman. And then with the Nine of Wands, again, there is a connection there for me, like what I'm seeing intuitively between the Nine of Wands and the hangman. There was a period of time where she just got so tired of trying to be understood. And then she just broke off of that notion because it's like, if anyone's going to understand me, it's me. And if anyone wants to understand me, they will. And I will surrender to that. And that is part of the strategy of the warrior. She doesn't lose time or energy focusing on what she doesn't have control of, but what she does hold, where she knows that she does have the control. And she's very, very good at managing that aspect. That's what I'm getting intuitively, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. All right, let's see. Let me try to get one more tarot card, and I'll start getting other cards too. Very good. Oh, I apologize. Very interesting. Oh, we got the Queen of Swords. Very interesting combination because we already got the Queen of Pentacles. Here we have the Queen of Swords. Excuse me again. Confirmation burps all around, apparently. Yes, I'm hearing intuitively. She just has always wanted to be understood. She has wanted to create the proper home for those that she cares for. She does have Cancer placements. I do recall having a Cancer moon. Her Chiron is there as well, the wounded healer. There are wounds when it comes to being soft, when there comes to being vulnerable, because even though she might have that outlook that she might seem like that, inside is a warrior. It's very interesting. It's contradicting energies because she has felt that she's needed to be hypervigilant when it comes to that warrior energy in her life. Otherwise, she'll be eaten alive. And she's like, no, that's not happening. That's what I heard. Here we got the Two of Wands. I also feel that with this Two of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Two paths converging. I see the intellectual, well-spoken Queen of Swords, diplomat, with the Queen of Pentacles being able to grow abundance in all sorts of resources. One more, please. And then I'll get some confirmations of what I've been seeing already in the reading. The Ten of Wands. Yeah. We have the Nine of Wands and Ten of Wands. I really do believe that she carried a lot of burden that wasn't hers. She carried a lot of limiting beliefs that became monsters inside her head, I'm hearing, because all she wanted was something safer for herself. Despite, having this career and everything, but deep within as a person, she wanted safety that she didn't feel that she was able to have properly unless she was working as the warrior and the strategist and the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Notice how the Queen of Wands or the Empress or the Queen of, what's the other one? Cups. Though they're not present. The ones present is Pentacles and Swords. And Swords can be detachment as well. Detaching from, and that's part of her warrior strategy, detaching from the things that there's nothing there. She knows when to discern so heavily that it's not even in her line of vision. And that can come off. And it just makes sense to me because there are things of this innocence in this card here, this bonus card from the reading, that she had to let go of any preconceived notion of innocence, of home. Not that she can't embody that, but I feel that she had to really, and now in this point in her life, intuitively speaking, because I'm just picking up on the energy of the cards, I feel that there is a connection to embracing that softness again, being one with those energies and not feeling like she can't show she can't share or show these aspects of self. Okay, let's get from these. Can we get more information on the Cuculores card, please? Okay, we got 2 here. Let's see what we got. We have here quincunx, which is complexity. There's puzzle pieces involved here. It says irritates, puzzles, mystifies, complicates, contradicts, clashes, misses the mark, requires translation, adjusts, makes curious, educates, transforms. And then it's a little UFO, flying saucer, whatever. Yeah. Okay, with this complexity, it's a complexity based on her vision of innocence. It's a complexity of whether to share or show more of her puzzle pieces, of completing the picture. She likes the mystery. She's found a safe haven in staying mysterious, in using what's the word? There is something about, she loves to create puzzles for people to figure her out. That's what I'm telling you. If she's not a Scorpio rising girl, she likes to create puzzles and make it more complex for anyone else to understand her, because she sees it as a defense mechanism. It's a defense mechanism. She's protecting herself. She's a Cancer moon. She has Cancer placements. She might be a Scorpio rising. She has Capricorn placements, which also show that like rigidity and protection and boss energy, you know, like CEO, because the Capricorn is that ambition, okay, and structure, and knowing where those apply in her life. But yes, quincunx complexity is showing that in the public eye, she will create all these puzzle pieces, riddles. It could be in her lyrics, in her music. She enjoys that because she does enjoy people decoding her. I love that. And I love that it comes through in the cards. And then we have here North Node Destiny. I love this. Soul school, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, experience, fruition, North Star process, development, practice, path, beacon, blossoming, becoming, integrity, and journey. Part of her journey is that. It's like, oh, you want to know me? You want to understand who I really am? Because of the things that she went through in childhood. A loss of innocence. She's like, that's never going to happen to me again. And yes, there is a stubbornness to it, but it's also the protection. It is Cancerian energy. They don't like to just give everything away because they are in their shell. They want to protect themselves. Because she has a Cancer moon, and she also has a Chiron there, again, like I said, wounded healer. There are wounds from childhood, wounds growing up, that being too emotionally open was dangerous. And she learned very quickly, again, going back to the warrior, to not allow people that didn't deserve, in her opinion, of course, her attention, her devotion, anything of hers. She learned that, and that's part of her destiny, to understand her own complexity. I am tongue-tied. I apologize. I sometimes channel too quickly, and my tongue gets really like. Or part of her destiny is in part to be complex in who she is. Let's get another card to get a little bit more of this puzzle, I guess you can say. And Scorpio is the detective of the zodiac. They love detective work. They love the mysteries. And if indeed we're going by the possibility that she is a Scorpio rising, they really love to be inquired of and like have theories about like their lives, who they are, and all that. They enjoy that from a safe distance, I heard. All right. No, this is the one that caught my attention. Jupiter expansion. I don't remember where her Jupiter placement is. I don't want to tell you guys wrong. But Jupiter expansion, enthusiasm, optimism. See the dice? It's random. It's chance. It's a risk. Gosh, I wish I had my phone so I can check her chart. But anyway, enthusiasm, optimism, generosity, benevolence, beliefs, luck, seeking, travel, positivity, lectures, foreign cultures, teaching, pilgrimage, chance, expansion, leaping, exploration, and potential. This is very important. Because this energy, her destiny, her complexity, is how she expands. She learns more about herself through the experimental puzzles of the self through her psyche, and she shares it through her work, and it's very important. And I see here that it's like a quantum shift, and there's information that she receives about herself that she wouldn't be able to do so if she wasn't tapping in to her destiny points, her complexity. And she has owned that part of her, where if other people were like, oh my God, whatever, XYZ reasons of this, that, she don't care. She has come to understand herself in a way that you can say whatever you want. I'm still who I am. And that's fine with me, and you can continue to think and feel whatever you wish, but I'm still me. And that's the most important part. So there's a learning aspect and an enthusiasm to learn about herself through the process of understanding the people that engage with her. And especially if it touches that Chiron wound. Because the Chiron wound is like explorative in this sense, because it's in going by Scorpio rising, that would be 9th house Cancer. So there is a philosopher's way of being present with your wounds and being able to dissect them with that Scorpio energy. That's what I'm seeing. Let's get some more cards. Wow, that was a lot in itself. Okay. I have so many decks here, but I don't think I'm going to use them all because I've babbled already enough with these. But I'm going to get some of these and go from there. If you like the reading so far, please give me a like and subscribe so you can get more of these updates. I do celebrity healing tarot readings. I also do comfort character readings where I choose a character and obtain collective messages for those that watch. And I do the Beyond the Veil series, where I channel celebrities, figures, public figures that have passed on, and I also obtain collective messages through that for the people watching, for the collective energy. And I might be adding some other goodies to the channel. That one popped up. I knew it. And what else? It really does help me out, guys. I'm a small channel. I want to grow. I want to do more stuff. I want to expand as well. Oh, okay. I love that. Okay. And I'll show you guys now. What else was I going to say? And leave your suggestions for future readings also in the comments if you'd like, so that I can consider them for future readings. Thank you so much. Okay. Bottom of the deck, spiritual career. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting, because the other cards that came out, that is so funny. Spiritual career, spirituality, and patience. So I truly believe that any kind of career can become spiritual. It is in the practice. It is in the ritual. Oh, excuse me. I was yawning. I didn't know if I was going to yawn, burp, or breathe. So funny. I don't know what's wrong with me today, guys. I'm sorry. I feel I'm a little chaotic, I guess. But what I see here with these, I'm going to just put them in the corner. So they're there. But what I see that it's that she's had to have a lot of patience. Taylor has had a lot of patience. And she's like, yes. To understand maybe parts of her spiritual path. Maybe a lot of the stuff that she's learning now is to balance the spiritual world with her material world. And where she's a warrior in the material, she doesn't have to be a warrior in the spiritual aspects of life. She can be more Cancerian in nature, where she can embrace her moon sign. She can embrace the soft parts of her, because they're not, she doesn't have to feel like there's a threat, that she doesn't have to carry anyone else's energy. She is very intuitive. She, about the self, she's very transformative and intuitive. I feel that. And there has been a lot. I know that she has Aquarius placements, but I don't remember. It's like very vaguely I checked her chart out, because I do like to check the natal chart of the person I'm going to be channeling, just to kind of get an extra layer, because I don't watch the news. I don't like watch unless my friends tell me of certain events and stuff. I just kind of do me, right? So these are very intuitive reads, and that's why I say take what resonates. What doesn't, you can leave behind. Let's see. I gotta scratch my ear, apparently. I'm so sorry. I am out of pocket. Even the cards are telling me timeout. Go to timeout. There. Okay. There was a moment in her life that she needed a timeout. She needed a timeout because everything was blurring together, and it was just too much for her. It was too much. And here, I'm going to get from this one. See what else wants to come through. Even her, what she would consider complexity, like, as, I think, okay, the timeout card that I saw, I feel that it could have been a time in her journey in her life where the puzzles of her became overwhelming to herself, and she needed a break from that. There was complexity overload, because let's see what card wants to come through for that. Hold on. Rebellion. Mars and Aquarius. I did say Aquarius, but I know that it's not her Mars. Rebellion. I'm telling you, a lot of Mars energy. There was a lot of anger. And there was anger on her, like, for herself, like, toward herself. And she had to learn to be more empathetic and less defensive. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, because I have these two cards here. She had to learn these lessons for herself, because she was being hard on herself, and she was being hard on energies and people. It was just getting messy, I'm hearing. Very messy. There was a lot about defensiveness, that she wanted to sting. Like, like the scorpion's tail. She wanted to sting other people because she felt stung by them. And then with the empathy here, moon and Pisces, and with the ear here, it's like, I just want someone to listen to me and understand me. And that's, again, why the complexity thing, that's why I feel that fan base wise, she adores her fans so much. And in a way that, because she feels that her truest fans do see her the way that she wishes to be seen. And not everyone can do that. And so it's a very beautiful alignment, if you will, where people they see you, and it just feels very, very fulfilling. It feels very good, where you don't have to perform, you're just yourself. And to be able to do that with your art, your artistry, your music, it's very beautiful. And that's what this is like calling to me about: the ear, the music, and with the bird, and with this little, like, I guess it's like a little earring. It's so interesting. And with the dog as well. The things that were hidden in the 12th house, the things that were hidden, they don't have to be hidden anymore, I'm hearing for her. I'm going to get from here. I feel that Taylor, you created a persona to protect you. You created the stage persona to protect you. Imagination. That is connected to Pisces too. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. That is very beautiful. And then we have here envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Wow, this is a deep dive, guys. I might have to do another reading because this one is getting really long already. So I might have to revisit this. Please do let me know in the comments if you would want another Taylor Swift reading. Because, again, this is the first time I channel her, and I'm getting a lot. I always get the heavy stuff. My Scorpio moon is like, help. I always pick up on everything. She created a persona. This card here with imagination is showing me that she had to wear these masks. And again, it goes back to the childhood and the protection and the defenses, and not wanting to carry anyone else's load that wasn't her truth, anyone else's baggage. So she could have been a subject of envy as well, because she was just being herself. But something about this envy became weaponized. That's what I'm hearing. Yo, patience again. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay, so with patience coming out twice, I really feel that she's learning the beauty of patience. And not only that, I think it's during this time, because Mars is currently in Taurus, and I got this card here with Mars in Taurus. And she's learning patience with herself and patience with the things that she wants in her life. And it allows her to understand the bigger spectrum of things, even though something is taking longer to materialize. And on that note, I'm going to get one of these. Law of Attraction deck, I believe this was. I'm going to get one of these. And then one of those. Okay. Yeah, I'll do the tiles and the astro dice as well. I'm sorry, I'm like thinking out loud. All right, one card for Taylor, please. Loving all of you. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Nice. Love and accept your inner darkness for greatest self-love. Deeply healing world mirrors us. Yo, that is good. That is a good card. And this, in my opinion, brings everything I've been talking about together. She's learning how to love herself. She's learning how to love everything and everyone and have that equal love for herself. And it is deeply healing because the world does mirror us. I think I said this in my other reading, but I really truly believe that we all mirror each other on different aspects. We wouldn't be able to access certain information through consciousness if that concept or experience didn't already exist within us. So there is a mirroring aspect here. It's very beautiful. I'm gonna get from here. I'm gonna get a fairy card. I want a fairy. This one. Divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. I think during this life, wow, this, so sorry, this time in her life, this life. I mean, hey, listen, I got theories. I've got theories about like timelines and past and present and future, everything happening all at once and shit. Like, I would love to do videos on that. But going back to the reading, in this life, I feel that Taylor is gaining the ability to see herself with crystal clear clarity. There we go. Okay. What else do I want to get a card from? All right, let's get this final card. It is Soul Truth deck. I always like to use these and so I'm telling you, there's a lot more that wanted to come through, but again, I think that this video is very long. Oh, mother. What risk can I take today? Oh. All right, this is the card. So, what risk can Taylor take in this moment, in this timeline, in this presence, whatever? And the card says, be not mistaken, you will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big scary leap, but do not fret because your soul has wings. So there might be something that she wants to materialize. Something that she wants to manifest. That's so funny because I mentioned that. And with this card, what risk can I take today to get to that manifestation, to manifest this desire that I have in my heart? No matter if I have so much that told me otherwise, that I can't do it, or people telling me, oh, whatever. That makes her angry. By the way, I pick up energetically. She does not like to be told that she can't do something. Oh my God. She does not. She's like, bet. Bet. So there might be something that she's weighing on the scales right now. What risk can she take in terms of a new chapter in her life? I'll put that deal. All right. And then this one also showed, am I focused on what I want most? That could be, yeah. What does she want most? Right now in her life, I feel that she is definitely collecting data for herself and seeing if the decisions that she's making right now in her life is indeed in alignment with what she wants most. Those are big, big questions for her, for Taylor. All right. I'm going to get some of these. They're little like Scrabble tiles. I'm going to throw some in here and then I'll use the Astro dice and then I'll close the channeling session. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the reading so far. It was a lot. It was a lot of information. I get so many downloads, it's a little overwhelming. Okay. Taylor, what do you want to tell us? That's a lot. I got too many. All right. That's a W. We. We got a lot of vowels. Okay. You know what's fucking crazy? Oh, sorry, I cursed that. Oh, well, it left me. The F-bomb left me. You know what's crazy? Envy is right here. That's so wild. The word envy is here. The word when. So something that, okay, we'll ask the Astro dice. something about when. There could be something about a date that she's trying to set a date for something, and it might be a risk, a new thing that she's trying to do, something she's not done. Jew. Let's see what else. We've got here. Okay, I'm seeing June. June is here. When? In June. In June. Something in June. Ooh. Nice. All right, hold on, guys. Let me get... How is that even possible? Okay, so... Huh. All right. I think that's okay. All right. Let's go for the Astro dice. Okay, Sagittarius moon, 4th house. Okay, so the Sagittarius moon will be happening at the end of May 31st, and then we start June. We're already in Gemini season. 4th house is Cancer. So something about her emotions. This could be something about her home life. This could be something about where her emotions lie with the moon. We got a Cancer moon, and then she's a Sagittarius sun. So something could be relevant for Taylor during the full moon in Sagittarius. Okay? Full moon in Sagittarius, that's happening May 31st. And something about the 4th house of the home. Okay? Where her Cancer placements are. So when, sometime in June, what could be significant? Something about the full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is exploration, philosophy, could be publishing something, could be releasing something very emotional to her. News about something, but because the moon came out technically twice, because the 4th house is also Cancerian in nature, ruled by the moon, I feel it's something very emotionally charged with her energy. That's what I'm seeing. All right, I'm closing the channeling session, and I really, again, hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I know it was a little bit everywhere. Sorry for my curse bombs. It just kind of left me out. I'm feeling a little out of pocket today. Anyway, thank you again for the person that suggested this reading. You guys can leave your suggestions. Tell me if you would like another Taylor Swift reading, and like and subscribe. It helps so much more than you know, guys. And stay tuned for other readings to come. All right. Sending you guys so much love. And I hope that you guys have a beautiful weekend. And on to the next readings. Take care, guys. Bye.